U.S. President Donald Trump's biggest pain point, the Strait of Hormuz, is in focus once again after talks with Iran failed. In a short while from now, the U.S. is scheduled to begin the naval blockade of Iran's ports in the Strait of Hormuz. Despite the Iranian military warning that it would treat any such action as an act of piracy, President Trump has ordered the naval blockade of Iranian ports, and the U.S. forces in West Asia are all set to implement it. They say the blockade will begin at 14 hours GMT. The U.S. naval blockade will apply to all ships leaving or seeking to dock at Iranian ports on either side of the key waterway. And according to a note provided by seafarers by the U.S. Central Command, the U.S. military will enforce blockades in the Gulf of Oman and the Arabian Sea east of the Strait of Hormuz. CENTCOM says the blockade will apply all vessel traffic regardless of flag. The blockade will encompass the entirety of the Iranian coastline, including but not limited to ports and oil terminals. CENTCOM said that any vessel entering or departing the blockade area without authorization would be subject to interception, diversion, and capture. However, there were some exceptions. CENTCOM said that neutral passage through the strait or passage to or from non-Iranian destinations would not be impeded. The U.S. also said that humanitarian shipments such as food, medical supplies, and other essential goods would be permitted subject to inspection. Shortly before announcing the naval blockade, Trump said that the U.S. military was conducting mine-sweeping operations in the strait. He had also claimed that all 28 of Iran's mine-laying boats were lying at the bottom of the sea. For weeks, Trump has been saying and wondering, debating between issuing threats to Iran and calling on other nations to help the U.S. open the Strait of Hormuz. In a meeting with Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi, Trump said that Japan was not helping with the strait and pushed for a coalition of allies to secure it.
We don't need much. We don't need anything. I mean, honestly, we don't need anything from Japan or from anyone else, but I think it's appropriate that people step up. In the case of Japan, I hear they get more than 90% of their oil through the strait. So that's a big reason to step up. I mean, we've demolished, that country is close to demolished. The only thing is the strait.
Then on March 20th, President Trump said that securing safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz would require a lot of help and, quote, it would be nice if countries such as China and Japan became involved. On the 21st of March, President Trump issued another warning as Iran began retaliatory strikes in the Hormuz Strait, leading to a logjam of shipping vessels. Trump vowed to obliterate Iran's power plant if the vital shipping lane was not fully opened within 48 hours. It's a deadline that he went on to postpone several times. On March 31st, Trump had a message for countries like the UK who could not get jet fuel because the Hormuz Strait was closed. Trump said that they should build up some delayed courage, go to the strait, and just take it. And then by April 5th, Trump put up a profanity-laden Easter Sunday post where he demanded that Iran open the strait or face the bombing of power plants as well as bridges.